Hello.
Hi there.
Hey, today is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020. It's a very big day because Rika hit her middle 50s today.
I'm not quite middle 50s. I'm 53 today.
So the way I look at that is that it means that she's sort of in her middle 50s. I'm still in my early 50s, and we've got this communication issue. She doesn't understand how us kids, look at things.
I disagree.
So we find ourselves on the beautiful island of
This is San Cristobal.
San Cristobal in the Galapagos Islands, in the archipelago, the Galapagos archipelago. And we have been, I got sick for a few days, so we didn't do a video blog. And, my collar's dressed up, sorry. And we actually have gray clouds today, which is freaking awesome because here at the equator, the sun gets very hot.
We are in the Galapagos Islands. We arrived here on Saturday. And so, yes, as Chris is saying, we have not videoed for a couple of days. And our first stop was Santa Cruz. And today we just got into San Cristobal. But we've had quite a few days of touring Santa Cruz. It was very nice and sunny, as Chris was saying. It was very hot. As you can see, it's got some color. I don't know that you can tell I've changed color too much. Maybe you can, I don't know. But Chris...
Rika becomes Nigerian.
Got red.
Sorry.
No, kind of pinkish. No, I don't.
So our first day, we got up early, drove to the airport, about an hour and a half to get to the airport in Quito, and flew to a community on the coast, and then from there we flew out to the Galapagos and went through and did fumigation. And then we got off the plane, you walk through, and very deserty, but it's kind of cool. And saw big iguanas right at the airport. And then you check in and you pay your $100 fee to enter the park. The whole area is considered a park. And you take about a 15-minute bus ride to a place where there's no longer a bridge, and you have to take a ferry across a chunk of water, and you see blue-footed boobies flying around, which was interesting, which is not a pervy thing, it's a bird. And we saw a red-footed booby on the beach yesterday. And then from there we did a tour up into the highlands, and we got to see giant land tortoises, which are literally like all over the place. And you can check out some of the photos if you have any questions on those. But we learned all about the different types of land tortoises. There's the dome shape and the saddleback. And how, the history of how man was not necessarily very nice to them. The whalers and the pirates loved the turtles because they could take a turtle and they would live for about a year or more with no food or water, which meant that they had a really safe source of protein because they could kill that turtle any time in that year and make turtle soup, or that tortoise soup, which was bad if you were a tortoise. And they literally took them by the hundreds and thousands, apparently. So they estimate at one time there was a population of probably around, 700,000 tortoises on these islands. They dropped down to about 7, and now they're up to about 40. So there's a few species that have bit the dust, but they've actually found ones where sailors had probably left their cousins on other islands, and there's a possibility they may actually be able to bring a couple of species that were extinct back to life, which is interesting. So very conservation focused. It's nice. We had a great hotel last couple days it was across. We had to take a water taxi each day when we go in from one side to the other, and that was it was nice.
Yeah, it was entertaining to watch these taxis and how they maneuver with all the other different boats. And there are boats that are just, anchored there. They're just in the bay, in the marina. And lots of coming and going on with the taxis, and how they put all the luggage at the front of the boat. It's unfortunate we didn't do any footage of that because it was just so amazing.
Because we just don't love you. No, sorry. We love you. It was hot.
It was
Like
really hot.
really ridiculous.
This is very pleasant right now that it's cloudy, but it's nice and warm, but it's cloudy, which helps.
I bought an old man hat, not a full-on old man floppy hat, but a hat that like covers your neck because it's so hot. But and the day I went, I did not go out, but these guys saw a Galapagos penguin, which was the one animal I really wanted to see.
Oh yes, the day that Chris didn't go out, he missed going. It was a 2.5-hour boat ride to get to Bartolome, which is this island. And then you get to go hiking up, I think they say about 300 meters. So I think, what's that, 114 feet? Not very high. But you have to go up on a boardwalk. And then you get this amazing view. And it's very iconic of what the Galapagos Islands look like. Well, this particular picture. Very beautiful. And then we got to wander around, like on the shore, on the dinghy, to see if we could find, it's called the Galapagos penguin. And it's, I think there's only like 1,000 maybe around, and we saw one. We got to see this one lone Galapagos penguin, which was really, and they're small, they're not very big, but we did get to see one, so that was good. And what else did we do? Oh, 3 of us girls got to go on the beach and hang out totally on this beach all on our own, and nobody else was there. It was lovely. And the others were snorkeling and got to see some cool fish and chocolate. They're called chocolate chip starfish, and they literally look like chocolate chip starfish.
But they didn't taste like chocolate. No, sorry. So then yesterday we went and visited a beach and ran around town.
Oh,
and
Tortuga Bay.
yeah, I got to do some body surfing. That was fun.
Oh
really.
my gosh, you go onto this one part of Tortuga Bay and the waves are crashing. It's surfing material. It's amazing and it's noisy. Then you go on the other side, literally 200 meters away. Just a walk away on the other side, as calm as anything, surrounded by mangroves and calm waters where you can see white, what do they call them?
We saw white tip sharks, black tip sharks, lots of little bitty guys.
Yeah.
Not huge, but it was still cool to see them. And sea iguanas. They're black Galapagos sea iguanas everywhere. They're the only iguana, one of the only reptiles that knows how to process salt. And they swim, so it's just you're out swimming and they're like just 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot long iguana goes swimming by. I was like, hey, dude, what's happening? It's interesting. So that was pretty cool. And then today we had travel day, but we were able to get up early and we went to, I forget what they call it, but it's kind of by where
the Grottoes.
The Grottoes. And this was near where our hotel was, so it was only about a 20-minute walk. And but really cool, really steep volcanic canyon with really clear brackish water and huge fish in the bottom. And we got there early enough that it wasn't completely packed with the throngs of people. It's a favorite locals place. Some of the rules here are most of the places you're not allowed to go without a guide. And this is one of those places that you can. So it's a place where the locals go to cool off and party and play, and that's kind of nice. So it's fun to hang out with the locals. But we did that, then ran back, quick change so we could get out of our hotel, lunch, and then we did the ferry ride over here today. And we just got into our hotel. What's the name of the hotel?
Muyu Galapagos.
And it's a nice hotel. I think they're trying to get it figured out. You can tell that they want to be ultra stylish and high end, but they're still figuring it out. But it's all good. But they have been generous, and they offered to help us with a little bit of a party tonight for Rika. So we'll do that for Rika's birthday, and then tomorrow is going to be here on the island. We're gonna hang out. We'll go for a walk probably now and check out all of the sea lions. Where the previous place was all about the sea iguanas, here's about all the sea lions. And it's fun. We're at sort of the local pier where the kids are just horsing around, playing, swimming, jumping off the pier. And you can see that this is sort of a working bay. So I'll do a little stand up around with that. here in a minute. But Rika, is there anything else that you can think of for today?
No, it's been a beautiful day. I have to say that swimming in the grottos was beautiful. It was really deep. I'm not a big swimmer, nor do I like not being able to put my feet down on the ground. So the fact that I could swim, and then if I wanted to rest, I'd just cling onto the side of the volcanic rock there, on the sides of the wall sides. It was great. I could do that, and then I'd swim some more and do that. And everyone was really kind and patient and helpful, and they were swimming along themselves, and then they'd help me if I needed help, and that was great. So I really enjoyed it and feel very accomplished today and tired.
Hopefully we'll be able to get some of the GoPro video on that, because there's places like you could swim down under the rocks, and we got a couple pictures of that and some pictures under it. But for somebody, when we met, Rika wouldn't let go of the pool. She was scared to death to go in, past her knees. So I couldn't be more proud of you. For an elderly woman,
Here we go.
And
again.
just want to make sure you don't slip and break a hip or anything today. People at your age, you got to be careful.
You're the one that better watch out.
Ooh. All right, so we'll do a quick little tour, a little 360 here of San Cristobal, and thank you very much for taking some time. All right, so you see it's sort of a working port. And over there, right in this area, right in here, is where the kids are horsing around, jumping. And I think this is a place where they probably do little snacky snacks here in the evening. And if you look all along here, you can't really see them, but there are sea lions everywhere. It's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you.